Hello again. Welcome to this video, which is going to be an introduction to our trading course, and I'm going to talk you through everything that's in the course rather than writing it down in one huge long post in the Discord, because it's a lot easier this way, and for you visual people you'll get to see some snippets of what's actually in the course, because I know a lot of people have questions, so it's just so much easier to do it this way. Now, first and foremost, who the fuck am I? Well, I'm Spitty. I've been a full-time trader since 2019. Before that, I've had a hell of a lot of years in the markets, trying to be profitable. I suppose my background is really simple. I've probably experienced everything that you have, where we are sucked into crypto or trading in general because we want to get rich, and we want to get rich really quick. So we do the usual stuff. We follow influencers, we follow the flashy YouTube channels, and we look at the promises of 1000x altcoins, and you know how some person put $100 into Dogecoin and turned into a multimillionaire overnight, and I want to replicate that just like you probably do too. But let me tell you this now from experience, eventually you will get past that phase, because eventually you will realize that that's just all bullshit. Okay, the few and far between success stories like that are basically lucky gambles, and eventually you'll come to that realization if you've not already come to that realization. So what I did from that point is I started to research, because it was a career that I really wanted. I wanted this career, and if I'm being really honest with you, the reason why I wanted this career is because we were planning at the time to have our first child, and I wanted to spend more time at home with my child. Originally, I owned a business before this, and I still owned that business for quite a few years after starting this, but I was very much backseat. I no longer have that business anymore, and I just rely on trading as my income. Okay, so effectively I wanted to take it seriously because I wanted to spend more time at home with my family, and it's as simple as that. You know, I grew up in a family where I didn't really see my dad because he was out working all the time, and my mum was a stay-at-home mum. So I didn't want that upbringing for my boy. Hence, I want to take this seriously. So I took hundreds of courses, and I'm not lying when I say hundreds. I've been in pretty much every single Discord group there is going, especially the ones that are the older ones that have been going since pre-2019. I've read countless books, watched many YouTube videos, and tried pretty much every single style of trading you can think of. You know, the usual course of action. Indicators first, because they look shiny and they look easy. Then I tried some ICT style stuff, which, again, I'm not going to go into my thoughts on ICT, but his methods, which are existing methods, do work if implemented correctly. And then I tried all sorts of other things, and in the end I settled on what this course is all about. So what type of trader am I? I am a confluence trader. Now, some people will be confused by that, because pretty much every single trading style uses the term confluence, but what does that mean? Well, in my way, it means I take multiple levels or multiple different styles of TA, and I overlap them all on the chart. So you can see here, you can probably see the side of my screen here. I've got SR levels, I've got opens, I've got previous day, I've got naked point of controls, I've got my areas of interest, I've got Elliott wave, I've got harmonic patterns, I've got all sorts, okay? And this is how I work. Effectively, what I need to see is I need to see enough overlapping technical analysis in one area to be considered a good, strong region. Okay, now why does this work? Well, this works because I know by using all these different types of TA to find out where they all overlap, I know that other traders, either using one or two of these methods, are also looking at that same area. So if multiple types of TA have confluence in a region, that makes that region strong. This is why this way of trading is really good, really useful. Okay, is it the best out there? I have no idea. There might be someone out there that's got a 99% win rate. I highly doubt it, but you never know in this market. Okay, but it provides a really good return, and you can see that through our own members that have been in since the very beginning. You will see that the majority of them are doing very well. Okay, so that's a bit about myself. Now let's talk about the course. Okay, so let's talk about the course. So when you first sign up, you will be greeted with this. Okay, this is what your screen will look like when you log into the course. Okay, first and foremost, you'll have a bit of an overview. Okay, this is just a general overview. I talk a lot about understanding your learning style. This is very, very important in the course. You need to understand how you learn best. You know, whether you can watch a video and automatically you are fluent in that type of TA, or maybe you need to take notes. Whatever your preferred way of learning is, you need to understand this before you dive into this, because there is a lot of content to go through. Do you have to go through it all? You don't if you don't want. It's absolutely fine. You can cherry pick each individual module. However, if you are brand new to trading and maybe you've just been using indicators or ICT style methods, then I would work my way through this, okay, if I was brand new. So you got your little introduction. Now, first and foremost, you'll see at the top, we've got our daily trading plans. These are live streams that we do every single day, Monday to Friday. And I talk through my personal trading plans. These are not signals. I am not giving you an entry, a stop loss, and a take profit. I am telling you where on the chart I am interested in doing business, and also what I want to see at those levels. Now, that's something that you don't typically get with other styles of traders. The beauty of the way that I trade is I can tell you what I want to see at that level. And if I don't see that at that level, I won't take a trade. So this isn't for you guys to copy from and to try make signals out of. This is to line up with your own TA once you've done the course, and then figure out if you're looking at the same area as me. If you are looking at the same area as me, great, we're working together. If you're not looking at the same area as me, that's not a problem either, because by the end of all this, you will have your own way of trading, and you might not take the same trades I take. And likewise, I won't take the same trades you take. Okay, so these are the daily trading plans. So we do this, as I say, 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, in the private Discord. I also share my thoughts on a Friday night, which cover the weekend. If anything crazy happens on the weekend, I do sometimes pop online, depending on what my plans are with my family. And then I'm back online again on Sunday night. And again, in the Discord, I will do a quick write-up based on what's happened over the weekend and what could happen through Sunday night going into Monday morning. Now, you can also, again, because I'm not a LARP, and I will openly show everything. So all the daily trading plans that we've ever done are in an archive, so you can go back and watch them. Okay, you can see times that I'm right, you can see times that I'm wrong. I'm not going to lie, okay? Even on today's plan, I got one wrong. Okay, in fact, I got two wrong. So I got the NASDAQ and the ES wrong. Okay, and I will hold my hands up to that. But you can also see everything else. Now, outside of the daily trading plans, you will also get access to the chat and chill live streams. Now, we do these every 2 weeks, and effectively, this is a high time frame view of the charts. Every time we do this, we will always cover Bitcoin, but then I will also then start looking at altcoins or traditional markets, and we'll cover a bit of everything. Okay, so this is something that I look at on the high time frame, and this is for swing trading plans. These are my swing trading plans. Once again, these are not signals, but if you are joining us, then chances are you've seen some of the screenshots from these on Twitter or on YouTube. Okay, now and again, if we have some crazy volatility during live price action events, for example FOMC, GDP, big news events, then sometimes I will go live and I'll talk through what's happening live in the time. Okay, outside of this is where then the course begins. So you've got your introduction section, which is effectively just a bit of an introduction to what to expect as you move through this. If you don't understand TradingView, maybe Bybit. Again, Bybit is only one of our preferred partners now. This was recorded a long time ago, but it's still relevant. And also probably the most important section within introduction, you've got the position size calculator and trading journal. Okay, the trading journal part is expanded in its own set of modules lower down. And then as you'll work through this one step at a time. Okay, the absolute beginners, simple range trading, support and resistance levels, the indicators that I use and don't use, and it's always a good laugh. I'm not going to open every single one of these, but as you can see, we've got Fibonacci. Now this goes from everything from retracements to extensions, how to use them, how to draw them properly, and what levels I consider useful and what levels I ignore. Full volume analysis, you've probably seen quite a lot of this on YouTube, because I do show quite a lot of this section on YouTube when I'm doing my weekly updates for altcoins and Bitcoin. So you'll have an understanding of that, but effectively this is how to use it properly. Patterns, you guys know me, I take the piss out of pattern traders quite a lot. So effectively this section here is showing you how to counter trade a lot of these and effectively why patterns exist in the market. Okay, it's bonus live streams, there's order flow. A lot of you guys will have seen this stuff that I use. Exo charts I use primarily, so TPO theory, CVD, delta profiles, imbalance charts, lots and lots and lots of things. So obviously if you guys want to understand that, this is what I talk through in detail, and I will make it simplified for you so you understand it, but you also understand more than enough where you can become an advanced user of it. Side of order flow, probably something that most courses do miss off is the fact that you might understand where on the chart you want to take a trade, but how do you know what to do when price comes into that area? Okay, so there's a lot of stuff about entering and managing trades here. Elliott wave theory, really big part of my trading, especially for swing trading. Full ins and outs of Elliott wave theory. Now this is Elliott wave theory tailored to crypto specifically, and this is based on years of data that I've collected to ensure that everything in here is updated, unlike some of the older books that are out there. Okay, so Elliott wave theory is great in general, but when you can tailor it specifically to an asset that you're trading, it becomes way more powerful, and you'll see that. Okay, psychology, probably the most important section of the whole course. Trading itself, and I'll say this throughout the course, you'll hear me repeat this, learning technical analysis is really easy, really easy. Going through all this, it might seem daunting at first, but going through all this, once that is locked in your brain, you will do it without thinking about it. However, the actual psychology of trading, entering your managing trades, you're managing your profits, controlling yourself, discipline, this is all under the psychology section, and this is arguably the hardest part about trading. Most of you will be able to become a good analyst. Some of you will struggle with trading. This is why this section exists. Okay, you've got specific trading strategies within here. You've got how to build your own strategy and how to backtest it properly, not just randomly going through numbers. A lot to do with Wyckoff, or again, as ICT likes to refer to it, the power of three, which is Wyckoff accumulation and distribution. You've got individual strategies. Again, all these things get added to as we move through the year. You got how to trade Forex and how I trade Forex specifically, journaling and data review, price action trading, which also ties in with I trade Forex, introduction to prop firms and funded trading accounts, and then cheat sheets, which effectively you can access all my EXO templates that I've created, the ones that you just saw on the previous screen, all the Fibonacci levels, position size calculators, journals, everything that you need is all on here, and including harmonics. Okay, so if you need something to look back to once you've understood harmonics, because I'll be honest, they're quite complex at first, then you've got everything to go back for here. Okay, hopefully you guys have now got an understanding of what's within the course and an understanding of me. And yeah, obviously, if you do want to start learning with us, then join us. But if you don't want to start learning with us, because perhaps you're not in the right position yet, or you don't like confluence trading, absolutely fine. I only want people within the group that have reached the point in their crypto journey or their trading journey where they're fed up of listening to influencers and they're fed up of gambling and they're genuinely ready to take things seriously. Because at that point, I know you will work through the content and you will do well. Okay, that'll do. As you were, gang. Bye-bye.